Jayo Radha Madhavam Jaya Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhavam Jaya Kunja Vihari Gopichana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopichana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Since we have only 40 minutes, we'll jump straight into it. We are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 6, and Text 3. Tata choktam na kuryat karchit sakayam na kuryat karchit sakayam manasihi anavistite manasihi anavastite yat visram bhakchirakshirnam yat visram bhakchirakshirnam kashkanda tapa aishwaram kashkanda tapa aishwaram tata choktam na kuryat karchit sakayam manasi anavistite yat vishrambak chirakchirnam kashkanda tapa aishwaram. Anybody wants to?
Tata choktam nakurayat karachit sakyam manasi he anavistate yat vishrambhat chiraksharnam chashkan tapa ashwaram.
What's this? This Sanskrit is chaskanda. Chaskanta. Chaskanta tapa aishwaram. So when in doubt of the English pronunciation, we should look at the Sanskrit. It's very clear. Word to word translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tatha, so, cha, and uktam, it is said, na, never, kuryat, should do, karchit, at any time or with anyone, sakayam, friendship, manasi, in the mind, he, certainly, anavastite, which is very restless, yat, in which, Vishrambat, from placing too much faith, Chirat, for a long time, Shirnam, practiced, Kashkanda. Chaskanda, yeah. Chaskanda became disturbed. Tapaha, the austerity. Aishwaram, of great personalities like Lord Shiva and the great sage Saubari. Translation by His Divine Grace Key. All the learned scholars have given their opinion. The mind is by nature very restless, and one should not make friends with it. If we place full confidence in the mind, it may cheat us at any moment. Even Lord Shiva became agitated upon seeing the Mohini form of Lord Krishna. And Saubari Muni also fell down from the mature stage of yogic perfection. Om Ajnanatamaransnanadasalakaya Chakshurumilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sabhidamene Bhutesvaya He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Karingira Vanusatri Pramami Hari Priya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pasaya Palaisima Tibetan Swami Tiramne Namaste Saraswati Dev Gauravani Pachani Viseshwani Pachitra Desani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaurabhaktana Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The purport Srila Prabhupada says, the first business of one trying to advance in spiritual life is to control the mind and senses. As Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, sloka 7, Mamaivam so jivaloke jivabhutaha sanatanaha manaha sastanindriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Although the living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord and are therefore in a transcendental position, they are still suffering in this material world and struggling for existence due to the mind and the senses. To get out of this false struggle for existence and become happy in the material world, one has to control the mind and senses and be detached from material conditions. One should never neglect austerities and penances. One should always perform them. Lord Rishabhadev personally showed us how to do this. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 19, Shloka 17, it is specifically stated, Matra swasra dhuitrava naviviketsano bhavet balavan indriyo gramo vidvamsam api karshati. A grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi and brahmachari should be very careful when associating with women. One is forbidden to sit down in a solitary place even with one's mother, sister, or daughter. In our Krishna conscious movement, it has been very difficult to disassociate ourselves from women in our society, especially in Western countries like the United States. We are therefore sometimes criticized, but nonetheless, we are trying to give everyone a chance to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and thus advance spiritually. If we stick to the principle of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra offenselessly, then by the grace of Srila Haridasa Thakura, we may be saved from the allurement of women. However, if we are not very strict in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we may at any time fall victim to women. We'll come to that part, okay, Matajis? Don't take offense saying that, what is this? We're all women here and this whole statement is given mainly to men. Okay? A lot of behavior is needed from men. That's why the focus is on men. Okay? But unfortunately today even women behave badly. Okay? These men have a purpose to do. They've got a job to do, especially in an ashram. In an ashram. Only a grahastha is allowed to marry a woman. Okay? And he could take up vanaprastha and later on sannyas. Brahmacharis are there unmarried. They're uncommitted to women. So you should understand the varnas, what varnashram they are following. Or what level of, whether they are brahmacharis to begin with, right from childhood to a particular age. And brahmacharis yet are allowed to even become grahasthas. But sometimes when I hear Guru Maharaj, even today, he was stating that why are brahmacharis wearing the same color as the sannyasis? Sometimes there's a differentiation. They give a little pink color to vanaprasthas. Vanaprasthas are in between grahastha and sannyas. So they have to be distinct. When you wear a uniform, you behave according to the uniform. You understand? If you're an army officer, if you've got the uniform on, it gives you a certain dignity and certain way of leading your life. That is why in our ISKCON also, it's very strict, but Srila Prabhupada himself has found it very challenging. I know some Prabhus who Prabhupada had them married. One particular brahmacharini told Prabhupada that I like so-and-so, Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, so is it that so you want to get married to him? And Prabhupada arranged for that lady to get married. And later that Prabhu said, Prabhupada got us married when I was just 19. Okay, even in the Western world, 19 is a very young age. In the yesteryears, even Prabhupada's time, they used to get married even younger. Sometimes they used to marry the children, keep them separate till they became mature. These are all practices that were done at a particular time. Why? Because they did not want anything incidentally happening. Once the lady is married, person is married, people treat them with a certain respect. They are not available as such to be, modified in any form or manner, to be utilized in any form. They are set, they're finished. They're already declared as being married. But the elders used to condition them in such a way they will not even allow them to meet each other till the right time came. Okay? So, man has to behave very much, especially sannyasis. Once they have taken sannyas, it's not for fun. It's not for wearing the orange robe so everybody respects you. All this is very ordinary time pass. If somebody thinks, no, I want respect from people, so I'll do this, I'll put on this. They have a behavior. They cannot be in grahastha anymore. They have to leave the home. They have to leave everything behind. All their wealth, things that they own, and go away to lead a life of austerity. I will go back to those paragraphs where Srila Prabhupada has mentioned about austerity. The first business of one trying to advance in spiritual life is to control the mind and senses. What is advancement? When we are talking to Guru Maharaj on a daily basis, Suddha Bhakti Chintamani, were you there today? And it was said as to how one should think about advancing. You get first initiation is just a trigger to start off. You get your, spiritual name, and then you think, what are the things I should do for the temple? How do I go about it? How do I bring my family into it? It progresses. You learn the ways and methods of the temple and come to a point. You start helping somebody who's doing a much higher role. And by that practice, you're getting ready yourself to get initiated further into a Brahman initiation. Brahman initiation is when the Guru Maharaj gives you your thread to wear. You wear the holy thread, and then he also gives you the Gayatri in your ear. And you listen to the Gayatri, and he asks you to pronounce it properly and teaches you how to say the Gayatri. That is the second initiation. The Gayatri then permits you to start practicing that at home. Does not straightaway give you permission to go in and start doing things. There you have to be further trained properly. That is why there is a board there saying only second initiate should go beyond this. But still, as we are getting more and more people coming into the temple, and it's very much in a very preliminary, primary state, many of the first initiates have a possibility of getting there to do it. But are you ready? How many times do you take a shower? All hands up who take at least one shower a day? No, at least one shower you take, don't you? Yeah? At least one shower a day. So, when you're going to serve the Supreme Lord inside, that means you can't even place your foot on that slab there. It's so hallowed. It's a so hallowed space. To set foot there, you have to be a second initiate, and you have to do your Achiminam fully. And you have to chant your Gayatri mantra at an appropriate time. So there are so many rules and regulations that have to be followed. You can't jump without even knowing what you're doing. Can you go and drive a car without getting a license? You might try. The police will be behind your back. And I'm sure the American police, you know how they are. At least we have very nice, sweet Aussie police who are very much more sweeter to you. But the American police are not going to take it lightly if you go. So different temples, depending on who they are, they're either very hard on you or very soft on you. I say very softly. It's not to be done this way, correct it. You can't do this, you have to be at this level. So that you don't go and do the wrong thing inside the temple. Right? So, one has to try to advance in spiritual life to control the mind and senses. Mind and senses. What are the senses? Your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, your sense of feeling, and they are the main 5 senses. And the mind. Mind also is part of the senses, because the mind is the one that processes what the sense does. And we are so conditioned that we want these senses. We want to look at nice things. We want to look at attractive things. We want to hear attractive things. And that attractive things are different to different people. You know? When we go on the strip, our minds are different. But somebody else wants to see different things. We don't want to see certain things. We don't want to hear certain things. So, we have to keep the mind under control. It is always said that the mind should actually be friendly to you rather than your enemy. But here Srila Prabhupada has even mentioned, and I stopped there for a second, When I heard that, he said, the mind, where did I read it? Yeah, right in the translation. The mind is by nature very restless. Oscillating mind. It's like four horses trying to go in different directions. Always. Human beings somehow bring it under control. But the vanaras, the monkeys, one time they'll come, they want your banana, then they let you go. From the banana, they swing onto your glasses, they'll pluck it out of you. They kind of exhibit a trend of what our mind actually does. Keeps on jumping, oscillating. So the mind has to be brought under control. And that can be done only by austerity. What is austerity? Austerity is to be firm, to do difficult things, to take on tasks that are really tough, like getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Now we are having Mangalarti at 7 o'clock. But real Mangalarti in every ISKCON temple is at 4:30. Where people congregate, wait for the curtain to open. And what do you see in Mangalarti? You see the Lord in overnight clothes. Sometime in winter they even wear monkey caps. Beautifully knit woolen scarves as they're woken up. When are they woken up? At 4 o'clock in the morning. The pujari has to get up at 3 o'clock and he has to take his shower. He has to get ready. He has to put his tilak on, everything. Wear his dhoti properly. Sometimes we don't even have the time to wear the dhoti. We just type something and come running. Because we have to prepare the milk in the kitchen. And that's the time, many times you realize, why is this lighter not starting? Where is the matchbox? Oh, this temple doesn't have a matchbox. These are real things we have faced. Especially back in Australia in our farm, it's extremely cold in winter. And from where we stay, we have to walk through the field, full of grass this high. And they have brown snakes, which will bite at will. So we have to be very careful walking at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:45 in the morning, after our shower and everything, to go to the kitchen. And then we would not know who agreed to do the Mangalarti in the morning. So the other person who thinks that, should I get up? Should I get up? Then somebody goes and switches on the light. So this guy slowly wakes up, looks out of the window. Oh, the light is there, so somebody's already there. So I can go and snore a little more. So the first person's austerity has already begun. You see now? The cold weather. And what is he wearing? Dhoti and just a shawl on the top. Just a shawl wrapped around him. Because you can't wear your shirt or banians or anything else when you're entering the hallowed place of the Supreme Lord. And then you first pay obeisances to your Guru Maharaj. As your milk is boiling and you prepare the plate and take out the sweets and wash the plate. It goes like circus. Like circus it goes at that time. So if you see Prabhu sitting there calmly doing something, his job is to wake up and do deity service. He does it. He does all the austerities through the day. Very much in nishtha. Okay? Pure-hearted, pure-minded. Only thing in your mind is to serve the Lord. And then you tell the Suprabhatam, waking up the Lord. First you wake up your Guru, like that. You do all the things. So there's a process of how much you advance. Now you realize what is first initiation, and many here are not even first initiated. You get it now? So you have to get first initiated. You have to learn many, many things. You have to learn things from the Bhagavad Gita. You have to learn Sanskrit, to at least to an extent of pronouncing the shlokas. That is why we all repeat. And the mind has to be pure. Because Krishna, when you wake him up and take him up from the bed and place him and take away his overnight water and the supari that he's been having, flowers, put his bed properly, make it up, get it back. The whole process is advancing, advancing, advancing. You wake up each of the deities, and from a low dim light to a brighter light, you prepare. And you put back certain dresses for the Lord, his crown, his flute. And you offer him the morning sweets and milk and leave them with it. You can't stay there while they're taking their Nevedyam. You have to go out and wait and do chant your Gayatri given by a Guru Maharaj. There's a lot of austerity. One should have the interest to get to that level of austerity. And that is what being said here. You have to focus. You have to don't get too friendly with your mind, so it throws you off. And the mind by nature is very restless, and one should not make friends with it. If you place full confidence in the mind, you think mind will tackle everything? No. Mind will say, I don't want to get up. Alarm, give me another snooze, please. An alarm is telling you the temperature is today 6 degrees and the lowest is 4 degrees. And then you feel a little better. So it was 4, now it's at least 6. So is it climbing up? Oh, okay, let me get up. Let me get up. The moment you come out of your sheets, you can feel the cold. Right? So it is up to your mind not to fool you for that. Another snooze. Because by the time, if you lose that time, you'll be late. And my Shiksha Guru is there, told me, Prasannatma, whatever happens, do things quickly. Aarti should start at 4:30. It means 4:30. You understand? You can't delay opening the curtain of the Lord. And sometimes in our sleepy thing, we have a little plug in the end of the curtains. And we forget to take it off. And we start ringing the bell and pulling the string to open the curtain. It opens like that. And then suddenly we run there and take the plug away. Like the clothes peg. It opens up. So these are all the kind of very tense moments that you have when you do it. And at the same time, you're respecting the Supreme Lord, whom you're so close, whom your Guru has trusted you with, that you'll do the right thing. Even Lord Shiva became agitated upon seeing the Mohini form. Lord Shiva, of all the people, the greatest of all Vaishnavas is Lord Shiva. Okay? Even he saw Mohini. Who is Mohini? Okay? We interchange Vishnu or Krishna, interchange, okay? In many ways, they're not different. All the Vishnus are expansions of Supreme Sri Krishna. So, he was stunned when he saw the beauty of Mohini. Where did the beauty of Mohini come from? From the Lord himself. He is the most beautiful. We get beauty, small speck from him. And we get beauty. Our beauty is but a speck of the Lord's beauty. So even Lord Shiva said, who is this? Such a beautiful person. If Lord Shiva, his mind can get agitated, imagine ordinary human beings. That is why it is said that a sannyasi, a brahmachari, and a vanaprastha should be very careful. Which he says even a grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi, and brahmachari, should be very careful when associating with women. One is forbidden to sit down in a solitary place, even with one's mother. Okay? Bad thoughts come. And to avoid those bad thoughts from coming, they say, keep away. In the ashram, there's a board says men's ashram. No one allowed beyond this point. Because they are all controlling their mind and will. They don't want to see anything that will distract them from it. That is the austerity they follow. Okay? A grahastha is allowed to marry somebody which is being suggested from a family. We spoke about that in the morning. Because every morning we have Bhagavatam too, by the way. And you must have the austerity to wake up from home, take a quick shower, and come to partake in what we speak every day. This morning we were talking about Canto 4, Part 2, Canto 4. So, and that's an entirely different subject. But again, a subject that is very much, very, very important today. It's talking about, at least we see a few children here now. But in the morning, we don't see any children. We see only elders and we talk about what young people should really know. And I'm really hoping that that broadcast goes out to them through Facebook or whatever, so that they can see it and understand. The young people outside. But are they even looking at it? Because who wants to be controlled? Who wants to be told, hey, you need this to straighten up your life? They don't want to. So as long as I don't come here, nobody sees me. So I'm hidden behind obscurity somewhere. Nobody knows what I'm up to. Isn't it? So, a grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi and brahmachari should be very careful when associating with women. Once they start associating with the opposite sex, if you want to call it, their nishtha is gone. Their focus to serve the Lord is gone. One of the things that controls the mind is onion and garlic. You take these two things, man gets more interested in women. So I think you can go to the Vegas trip and sell it. Hi guys, you want to have your best feelings? One bag of onion. You can make your money if you want. Or do you want to focus on how you serve the Lord? Because life is very short, I'm telling you. Most of us are here beyond our middle age. Right? There's very little time left. And we come so fast to this middle age. Only yesterday I was thinking I was running around with my mom, holding to the back of her sari. And right now I'm sitting here, much beyond middle age. Time has gone so fast. And there's only very little time left. You'd rather don't go to this trip. Focus your energy on your final days. And ISKCON is the only one which teaches you how to leave your body properly. You have to wake up. Yama is already preparing his journey down. His vehicle is ready, his buffalo. On top of that, he's coming. Along with him is coming his accountant, riding something else. Okay, what do we have on him? Yeah. Then they come to see. And they say, wow, I wanted to get this man's soul out. But he's got Krishna's beads on him, on his neck, Kandimala. Oh, then there's a big problem, the whole thing, all the buffaloes keep jumping. Because they're agitated. That is a sign of Lord's protection. That you are a devotee of the Lord. So immediately Yama says, okay, all guys halt. The Vishnu Dutas are on their way to take care of that person. Let's vacate. You understand now? The seriousness of now why we are devotees? Why you need to get initiated? Why you need to know what's your spiritual name? Why you need a guru to point you correctly? To wake you up? forbidden to sit down in a solitary place, even with one mother, sister, or daughter, because we have wrong thoughts that will come in the Western world, especially. There's been lots of problems within families. And it probably is not that pronounced in Asia and other places or even India. But possibly happens there too. Because the Western culture is already permeated over there. In our Krishna conscious movement, it has been very difficult to disassociate ourselves from women in our society, especially in Western countries. I say, Prabhupada, I need to be with this girl to understand her better before I get married, Prabhupada. Yeah? What do you need to do? I need to be there. We need to live together, do everything together. He didn't allow it. You have an interest in a woman has an interest in you, you two get married. End of story. That was how strict he was. Today, what happened to our young people? I need to live with a woman at least for a year or two. We might even have a kid. And then we will decide whether we need to get married. And what happened to that kid? We'll think about it when the kid is there. We might give it away because it's hampering us. Or we won't have the kid, we'll get rid of it. That's why even your president is struggling to put some, law and order in that place to try and say, this is the law. You can't kill. Right? So it is a very serious matter that's being discussed. And hopefully, they had this problem within ISKCON. Not everybody is ready. That is the mundane way of life we've been leading. Illicit relationship doesn't mean you have married and you're looking at some other woman. That's very, very common. Right? But even before you get married, you're living with a person. That is illicit. Anything beyond arranged marriage is illicit. But today it has become commonplace. Everybody does it. So even Indians, we are in America, we got to behave like Americans. Yeah, you guys can do what you want. You can roam over the whole world if you like. And whenever you come back with a problem, you just tell us a problem. We say, that's okay. Get on with it. There you already lost your story. Understand? And then you try to come back and say, okay, I like to serve the Lord. I want to be initiated. And second initiation, Guru Maharaj is now asking, what about your Vanaprasthas? Anybody above 50 should be ready for Vanaprastha. No. Nobody is ready. So, Yama decides. He comes. You ready or not, mate? I'm here. Those children closing their eyes. Ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, I've come. Your time is up. Become 75 years, you're still not ready. Because my wife, who will take care of her? What can I do? These are all questions. So this is human nature. That's very tough. So this paragraph, this whole shloka is more about how we should make sure that the mind is not given too much of a consideration and it will cheat us. And then even another Saubari Muni also fell down from the mature state of yogic. You reach a mature stage where you're fully full of knowledge and yet the same person falls. Even Vishwamitra fell for Menaka. And then there's a whole story after that. But today I feel, considering all those people of those years where were really, really tough, in Kali Yuga where we are with everything given to us, you have an iPad, you want to do that, you have a phone, everybody has a phone, and they can get to anything in that. To be austere is not easy. It's not easy. One should not shoot oneself on the foot by saying, oh mind, my weak mind, my mind is very weak. Okay, my mind, you want to do this? You don't want to get up in the morning at 4 o'clock? No. Don't worry, who cares? Complacency sets in, we fall. We fall from a good position that we were holding, we fall. So this is about not avoiding that fall. Try to avoid the fall, not to fall. I stop here. Any questions? We have a few minutes for questions.
No, your advancement. How do you monitor that? Who tells you? How do you know your advancement?
Your guru will see or observe you. You yourself will know whether you're advancing or not. You will know. Your self-assessment is there. What have I done? And people who observe you will also see where you were and where you are. But perceptions are one thing, reality is another thing. I may be perceiving you as, wow, he is able to do all the Mangalacharan, they are able to sing, you sing Gaura Arti. That is advancement. Observable advancement. Nevertheless, it's observable. But whether you are able to sustain it day in and day out, whether you're getting support at home, whether you have kept things at home in such a way that you could find the time to come, these are all questions of consistency. Are you consistent enough to the point that you can now say, I have been observing other things also, I can step up to that, and I'm ready to give the time to that, because these things demand time from you. Time giving means sacrificing something. You have to cut down things that where you know you're wasting your time. Sometimes you want to cook your food long and eat it. You have to cut short. Austerity. I would rather eat one small item, finish with it. My breakfast is done. If an orange juice is going to take too long to decant, you either half it or drink something that you can drink faster. Because there's only 24 hours in a day. And you have to give that particular time. So some austerities are needed. So it says you have to be austere. You have to make sacrifices. If every day you're leaving your children at school or at college, or you come over that age, it's good. That way you've got that much time back. You're not dropping your children to school and waiting there, making sure they're going inside. Young mothers do that. They have to drive the children to school and wait till they get in. And at 3:30, they have to be back at school to get them back safe. It's concern. So certain people can do certain things, certain people can't do. But they have to find alternatives. Mothers have to say, okay, I may not be able to do so much, but why not I help my husband? As a family, let's step up. Sharing the load. These are all possibilities. You can't say, my wife will do everything, right from cleaning the house to taking care of the children. And I'm working. But at the office, you got all the time to drink your coffee and tea with your friends and have banter. Isn't it? Are you still on the desk like this with your boss coming and seeing every moment? Are you working? No. Today people are working from home. Whether they're working or not, they're working from home. Can you do that in a pharmacy, work from home? Yeah, you can. But they'll all have to come to the gate first, go to the second gate, and go to Prabhu's home and say, here's my prescription, sir. Some people can't work from home. And some people say, only if you give me hybrid role, I will work. And what are you going to do the rest of the time? Maybe WhatsApp something, or, watch some YouTube. You have to get rid of YouTube. That time you have to give to spending with Krishna, because it's your time for your own life's end is coming very close. If you don't, you will come back. You will come back in a different body. New body you will get, brand new body. Brand new body you will get. But sometimes brand new bodies also have repair. As they start itself, they're in repair. Doctors have to work on that body. Any doctors here? Doctor, yeah, there's a doctor there. Brand new body will have problems. Karma, past karma is coming to that body. So you can get the body, but that won't be a human body. So doctors know. There's other doctors, veterinarians, who will take care of that. Animal body. And you don't know when you will again get a human body. When you will again get a chance to walk through those doors, you don't know. Maybe you can crawl in like an ant or something. If you're a very, really pious being, you become an ant, and you know where the temple is. Slowly you can come. But I don't know how much the ant will get back a human life or salvation from that body. So don't miss the human form of life. That is why great sages, great acharyas are crying out. Don't waste the human body. Don't waste it. If all you want to go and work in a casino and you think, I'm earning money. Money will be left behind and you will go. Can't take your money with you. All the money will be here. Somebody else will enjoy it. If none of your family will enjoy it, the government will enjoy it. And the government will squander it also. And you're not there to vote it. You're gone. You have no vote anymore. Government will do with it. Clear? How these things pan out?
I think those who are serious about want to go spiritual advancement, they should follow the nectar of instructions.
Yeah.
And then you can measure your progress. Of course, you cannot do 100%. So basically, if you monitor yourself, right, those who are serious, then you can align yourself with the instructions of scriptures. And then you can also align with Prabhupada's instructions. That's how Prabhupada has done this, right? If you read Prabhupada's Lilamrut, continually every step of the way, he keep on scolding, he straighten up the devotees, he give the instructions. There are so many letters in there where devotees are asking them, what shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? And continuously coaching them. So I think that if you want to progress and if you want to see that if you can align with that, you're always thinking that what if Prabhupada would be here with you, then how would he react to your actions?
Yeah.
And then,
Self-assessment.
yeah.
Assuming Prabhupada is there.
So I think that, but nectars of instruction is a must. You should read. That give you complete instruction what a devotee should be. Right?
Yeah.
And if we can go very close to it, probably, you're doing well.
But to read nectar of instruction, you need that austerity. You need to find the time, which itself is a good sign. If you're having the time to read and assess yourself. Going to a guru, yes, he could probably assess pretty soon where you are. But just talking a few words to you, you'll understand what have you been doing, where are you, what do you do daily, which temple are you serving in, what processes do you do in that temple, at what level are you in that temple, how is your behavior with your association of devotees, the other thing. If you're solitary by yourself, you will not progress. You need the association of devotees, which means you have to come more often to the temple, attend programs in the temple, so you can help each other. I get inspired by other people too. other devotees. You get inspired. Yes, Prabhu. You had a question?
I think it also relates to losing taste towards mundane or any activity that's not related to directly with activity spreading Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. You take work home, by the way. If you got work at office, there's no time enough there. So you say, oh, let me on the weekend take this work home. And you'll be focusing on the work. You won't have the time to come to the temple. And then you will make shortcuts. You'll try to do it at home. I'll say, I'll do a quick thing at home. It's equivalent to am I having gone to the temple. Or altogether that day you won't do and you say, I'll do it tomorrow. Some people miss their chanting, for example. They miss their chanting. You can, Prabhupada said, do that first thing in the morning next day, your yesterday's chanting if you've missed out. And then do your next day's chanting from then on and finish it. So you'll have to have extra rounds the next day. Depending, you won't even have the time for it. First initiates are supposed to be first initiates if they do 16 rounds chanting. Now, if you're second initiate and you only do 1 round or 2 rounds or 4 rounds, that is going backwards. You get it now? That's going backwards. You know it. You're not chanting. And how are you calling yourself as progressing at all? You're not progressing. Chanting is the most fundamental requirement. No arguments. Most fundamental requirement. 16 rounds. And some people, oh, I've not done my round. Nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to me. So they think, who cares? Today if I don't chant, who cares? You don't chant. It accumulates. It's the backlog. Even if they see the Guru, they don't tell him. Some people don't even come to see the Guru. That is going backwards. You understand now? You have to come and reiterate to him, I am following the 4 regulative principles and I am doing my 16 rounds. It's the simplest ask from a Guru. And when a Shishya doesn't do it, the Guru is affected. Because the first time when you get initiated, all your karma is taken by the Guru. Okay? And then with expectations, you won't sin anymore. All your sins have been taken. Now you're expected not to sin. The first sin that you're doing is you're not keeping up to your promise. Guru says, hold the beads. Will you promise me that you'll do 16 rounds? Yeah. Especially Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, if you see him, he'll keep on holding it back. See some of the videos of Jayapataka Swami Maharaj initiations. And finally they will take it from him. They'll keep on pulling, it comes. But they promised. And if the disciple doesn't keep up to it, the Guru suffers material energies, gets sick, badly sick. Because he takes on the thing and this person says, I have not chanted, who cares? But that day everybody was clapping for me. So it was a very nice function. I too wanted to be there, have the garland on me. It goes to that lower level, you understand? Don't do it for fun. Be serious. We are dealing with energy beyond us. God's energy is beyond us. And we have to watch it out, watch it. Do we have enough time or we are running short? We'll finish here. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So, since Prasannatma Prabhu is here, and also we're continuing with Aartis on Sunday at 7 a.m. here. Gaurarti, Vyas Puja and everything, Prabhupada. So if you have a time, please come at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then we will have a breakfast for you after that. So usually it lasts from 7 a.m. to 8:30 to 9. So if you have a time, please join us tomorrow, 7 a.m. Aarti. And also, if you have a time, please help Vikrami Prabhu make some garlands after this or after the prasadam, because he needs some help for tomorrow morning to have the garlands for. We have the flowers, so please hang around a few more minutes after you take prasadam, and then if everybody joins in, then it will be easier for him to make garlands. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
laptop.